good people, I told you that I'll be bringing a new breed of chicken, the Kuroiler chicken, okay? They are here now. They are in the coop. So I want to show you. I promised that I will be documenting brooding process and how to raise chicks from day old to maturity. What I'm doing differently that I have not been doing for the past 1 year is that I am going to raise this chicken up to maturity, and I'm going to raise them as organically as possible, meaning in addition to the feeds I'll be buying and formulating for them, I will be feeding them on a wide variety of feeds, including vegetables and pasture. In fact, I have a land set aside for them where I'm going to graze them alongside my goats. So before I take much time, I want to get in and show you the chicks, how they are doing. They arrived here 2 hours ago, so I want to show you. Otherwise, this is my goat pen and this is the chicken house. Come, I show you. So as you can see, this is where they are. I've rolled down the curtains because the brooder should have controlled temperature. So we have rolled down the curtain to contain the heat. This is a foot dip. This one you cannot go without. This is a disinfectant. Every time anyone enters here, they must dip their feet here for biosecurity, to prevent getting diseases from outside into the chicken coop. This is their feed. I will talk about that later. Look at them. See, this is another foot dip. So here, in case you want to enter inside the brooder, you have to dip your feet here again. But me, I'm not entering. I'm just showing you. You dip your feet here again. This is also a disinfectant for biosecurity. The chicks are young and fragile, and you don't want to expose them to diseases as early as now, because you may lose them. So as you can see, the brooder is set up and secular. These are 100 Kuroiler chicks. This brooder size can carry 200 up to 300 chicks. So the size of the brooder depends on the number of the chicks. So the brooder is secular, and as you can see, I've already given them water, and I've broadcasted the feeds on the floor. And this is our charcoal stove. This is the charcoal stove. I can't touch it, it's hot. This is charcoal stove. So that is our source of heat. So how do you raise chicken with less mortality or close to zero mortality? I don't want to take much time here. I can see they are starting to behave in a manner suggesting that I'm making noise and stressing them. So that is our source of heat. You can use infrared bulb, you can use the gas, you can use charcoal stove like mine as a source of heat. So while I'm inside here, I can feel the temperature is good. As you can see, the chicks are spread all over, meaning the temperature is good. They are active, eating and spread, meaning the temperature is good. If the temperature was cold, they would be piling up either under this stove, or they would be piling up towards the walls of the brooder. And as you can see, that's not the case. So this is the water. This water has multivitamin and glucose. Glucose provides energy, and multivitamin gives them the appetite to eat. Okay. I never raise chicken with antibiotics. I don't give chick formula, the antibiotics. I don't give it, because if I do that, I will be interfering with their immunity even before they start growing. So the only thing you need in your brooder first is a circular brooder using a plywood. The second thing you will need is a heating source that gives them warmth, like this one. Without that source, they are all going to die. Without heat, they are all going to die. The next thing you need is source of light. And in our case, we are in off-grid. We are not connected to electricity. So we are using solar, as you can see. By there, you see that light? That is the solar we are using. So electricity cannot be the reason you don't keep chickens, saying you don't have source of light. So about light, at this time I've not switched on the light because there is a good light inside the house. I used this translucent iron sheet to provide light inside the chicken coop, and these house, there are two. The other one is the other side. You see, I divided the house into two. This side is the brooder, so to control the heat. So I covered here with this curtain, as you can see. That is very necessary to contain the heat, to regulate temperature inside the brooder. In my case, I have used the plywood to make a circular brooder. Then down here, I am not putting the chicks indirectly onto the wood shavings. You don't want to put chicken direct contact with wood shaving at this stage when they are still fragile. They will inhale the dust from the wood shaving, and that will give you a never-ending respiratory diseases. So I used a gunny bag. So you need to put a gunny bag or manila paper or newspaper, but I prefer gunny bag because it's very easy to use it. And here they are going to stay here for 4 days only. Then I remove the gunny bag. From there, now they can start interacting with the wood shaving. The reason why we use wood shaving on the floor is because it provides them with warmth. Okay. Also, the wood shaving dilute their droppings, their poops, and absorb the acidity in their poops to control the ammonia, so that we don't have a never-ending diseases. So that one also control the ammonia in the coop. The reason why we use a circular brooder is to prevent the birds from piling on the corners. So even if there is too much heat, we can spread out without piling on the corners. See, this one is sleeping like it is dead. It's not dead. It's just panting because of the heavy heat. You see, it's not dead because it's feeling well, sleeping because the temperature is good. So I think that is all. Oh, so the kind of feed I'm giving them now is a starter crumb. I'm giving them starter crumbs. Starter crumb is the best for day-old chicks because it gives them a strong foundation and they will grow very fast. Within 2 weeks, you will not be able to recognize them. That you can only get when you use starter crumb. So they are going to eat that starter crumb for 1 month. Then from there, I will be giving them grower mash. Okay. So if you got my brooder guide or the feeding guide, I will be updating you. I'll be documenting every stage of these chicks because I'm going to raise them to maturity while we are bringing other batches, the one that we brood for 30 days and sell to other farmers. This particular one is the first breed we are raising to maturity in this farm. The first time we are raising Kuroiler to maturity. We've never done that. We've just been raising Sasso for the last 1 year. So I think that is all. And if you already bought my brooding guide or feeding guide, I think now this is perfect time to compare your notes, what's in the brooding guide and what we are doing on the ground, so that you make sure you brood your chicken well. If you want the brooding guide or the feeding guide for Kienyeji chicken, I think you can get it. I'm going to leave a link down here on the pinned comment. So that's the end of the video. Remember the checklist for brooding, multivitamin, glucose, liquid paraffin. Liquid paraffin, you don't have to use it, but it is a highly encouraged to use. In this case, I've not used it today. It will be used on day 2. So you add liquid paraffin after filling in the drinker. That's when you add the liquid paraffin, so that paraffin is lighter than water. So you have to add it on top of the drinker after filling the drinker, so that the chicks can ingest it. Okay, so that's going to mark the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, and comment. Subscribe so that next time I'm uploading the video on day 7 of brooding, you don't miss. Thank you very much.